in this video we are going to learn about the respiratory tract. So respiratory tract. So as you can see, a rough sketch of the face of a person. If you have to label it, these nostrils or the openings here are called as external nares. So external nares or the nostrils, and these are the openings for the air to travel into the respiratory tract. So these are external nares. So this is the nose, and if we have to label it, so here this is the nose and this is the mouth region. So this is the buccal cavity. So if we have to draw this a bit above, so here this is the mouth region and this is the nose region. This is called as the buccal cavity. This is called as the buccal cavity, and this is called as the nasal cavity or the nasal chamber. So if we have to label it, this is the buccal cavity or oral cavity or the mouth region. The roof of the buccal cavity is called as palate. The roof of the buccal cavity is called as palate. So if the roof of the buccal cavity is called palate, then the floor of the nasal cavity should also be this palate. So this is the nasal cavity or nasal chamber or nasal passage. Nasal is the word that we use for nose, to represent nose. So this is the palate and this is the buccal cavity, and this is the nasal cavity, or you can write it like this. This is the nasal chamber. So this thing is clear, and this is the palate. Palate is the roof of the buccal cavity and the floor of the nasal chamber, and here these are the external nares. So this we have labeled the opening or the buccal cavity, nasal cavity and the external nares. This nasal chamber or the nasal cavity or nasal passage is of three types or three parts. The first one is called vestibular. The first one is called vestibular nasal chamber. The second one is called as respiratory nasal chamber, and the third one is called olfactory nasal chamber. These are not exactly the types of nasal chamber but the regions, the parts. First, let's talk about vestibular nasal chamber. Vestibular or vestibule, the term vestibule refers to something which is entrance. So if you go somewhere, if you go to some any place, the opening or the entrance of that place is called as vestibule. So not only in the human body, we can use this word anywhere. So vestibule is basically the entrance or the openings. So this nasal chamber, the first region is called vestibular nasal chamber. So it's somewhere here the nasal chamber. So here the air passes inside and goes into the trachea, lungs and like that. So here we are just focusing on the nasal chamber. So this is the vestibular region of the nasal chamber, the entrance. And the function of vestibular nasal chamber is it helps in filtration of air. So basically this vestibular region is lined with mucous membrane. Lined with mucous membrane. So what do we mean by filtration of air? Helps in filtration of air. Filtration of air means it basically traps. So here there are some hair here which are present in just after the external nares, in the external nares, and those hairs basically trap the waste and dust particles and they let the fresh air to pass inside. So that's what we mean when we talk about the filtration of air. That's the function of vestibular region, and it's lined with mucous membrane. So basically the function of the mucous membrane is to protect. So everywhere wherever you see the term mucous membrane, the main function of this mucous membrane is to protect. Mucous membrane is not only present in the nose region, but it's also present in various parts of our body. So this mucous membrane traps the waste particles and it lets the fresh air to go inside the nasal passage. So this is about the vestibular nasal chamber or the vestibular region. Now let's come to respiratory nasal chamber. This is also lined with the mucous membrane as in case of vestibular nasal chamber. So lined with mucous membrane, and it is highly vascular. Highly vascular. So vascular means the term vascular refers to something which is related to blood vessels or the blood. So near this respiratory nasal chamber there is a lot of blood supply which is happening. There are a lot of blood vessels, capillaries and all of those things. That's why we call it as highly vascular region of nasal chamber, that is respiratory nasal chamber, and it is lined with mucous membrane. Again, the function of mucous membrane is to protect. Next, let's come to olfactory nasal chamber. Olfactory nasal chamber is also known as, so there is another name for this. This is also known as Snyderian membrane. Snyderian membrane. So it starts with SCH, but we call it Snyderian membrane. This is the another term that we give to the olfactory region of the nasal chamber or olfactory nasal chamber. This olfactory nasal chamber is lined with sensory membranes. Sensory membranes. So, sensory membranes, basically olfactory nasal chamber is also known as Snyderian membrane, and it is lined with the sensory membranes. Now this sensory cells or sensory membranes, one more important thing, this sensory membrane consists of olfactory cells or sensory cells. So sensory cells are any cells which detect the smell or as well as the taste flavors. So sensory cells or olfactory cells, they detect the smell or perceive the smell and or interpret the smell as well as the taste flavors, both things, smell and the taste flavors. So here, because we are talking about nose, the nasal chamber, the main function of these olfactory cells or the sensory cells is to detect the or perceive the smell. So it interprets the smell. So here if we write consists of olfactory cells, interpret smell. So olfactory is something related to smell or the nose region, and it is lined with the sensory membranes. Here again, olfactory cells or sensory cells are any cells which interpret smell as well as taste flavors. So interpreting smell, olfactory cells or sensory cells are present in the nasal chamber or nose or in the nose region, and the cells which interpret the taste flavors, those are present in the mouth region or on the tongue region. So these are the three nasal chambers that we have to talk about, that is vestibular, respiratory olfactory. Olfactory is also known as Mydarian membrane. So here we have talked about the nasal chamber. Now let's come to one more very important thing which we have to discuss when we are talking about nasal chamber. That is concha, or we can also write it as nasal concha. Nasal concha are also known as terminals or nasal terminals. Why nasal? Because nasal is a word, a term that we give to the something related to the nasal cavity or the nose region. So nasal concha or terminals. Now what exactly are these nasal concha or terminals? These are scroll-like folds or scrolled spongy bones. These are scrolled spongy bones which are present in the roof of the nasal cavity. So scrolled spongy bones of the nasal passage. Nasal passage or nasal cavity or nasal chamber. So these nasal concha or terminals are the scrolled spongy bones of the nasal passage, and they are present in the roof of the nasal cavity. So they are present here like this. They are the folds, scroll-like folds, scrolled spongy bones which are present in the roof of the nasal passage or of the nasal passage. And these nasal concha or terminals, or just simply concha, these are present for the obvious reason, that is to increase the surface area. So any fold-like structure increases the surface area. They are present to increase the surface area. So like villi, which are present in the small intestines in the digestive system, they also increase the surface area for absorption. Here also these nasal concha or terminals are present to increase the surface area. Any fold-like structure is present because of this reason. So this is what nasal concha or terminals are. Again, like the nasal chamber, the three parts are present. Here also there are three parts. So 1, 2, 3. The first one is called inferior concha or inferior nasal concha. The second one is lateral concha, and the third one is superior concha or nasal concha. So inferior concha, lateral concha and superior concha. Inferior concha is also known as maxilloturbinal, lateral concha is also known as ethmoturbinal. Why turbinal? Because here we have told the nasal concha or turbinals. So that's how the name comes here. So maxilloturbinal or inferior concha, lateral concha or ethmoturbinal, superior concha or nasoturbinal. Superior concha is also known as nasoturbinal. So these are the three regions or three types of this nasal concha or turbinals. This inferior concha or maxilloturbinal and lateral concha or ethmoturbinal, these two nasal concha are present in the respiratory nasal chamber. So here we have told that nasal chamber are of three types or three regions: vestibular, respiratory and olfactory. These inferior concha and lateral concha are present in the respiratory region, this region. Superior concha or nasoturbinal, this type of nasal concha is present in olfactory nasal chamber. So olfactory nasal chamber or nasal passage or nasal cavity. So these are the three types of nasal conchae, and the definition of nasal conchae or terminal, that is, they are scrolled spongy bones of the nasal passage. So we have drawn a rough diagram like this, some fold like structures which are present, and we have discussed the nasal chamber, the vestibular, respiratory and olfactory, and the external nares, and we have discussed about the buccal cavity, not exactly buccal cavity but the palate, and palate is the roof of the buccal cavity and palate is the floor of the nasal cavity. So this thing is clear, and yeah, so these are, here we have talked about external nares, nasal chamber, palate, the three types of nasal chamber and the nasal conchae. So in this video we have discussed about the respiratory tract. This is not the whole respiratory tract, but this is just the entrance of it. So the entrance consists of the external nares, nasal chamber, that is vestibular, respiratory, olfactory, and the nasal conchae. Nasal conchae are present on the roof of the nasal cavity. So this is all about the nasal chamber which are present in the respiratory tract.